Hello everyone, welcome to another Transformers review. This time, as you can see, I'm doing another sort of Machine Wars stroke G2 Transformer. This one's an Autobot turbomaster called Boss, and as you can see he's stylised along a futuristic car, a little bit along the lines of the original Batmobile from the first films what came out. Quite an interesting little car mode. Not really any obvious transformer kibble as such. He's got a little bit of damage this one, which is a little bit of a shame, but other than that he's reasonably complete. The only thing he's missing is you'd have, like the Predator sort of jets of the same era, this is a 1992 release, you'd have little yellow missiles up here and you'd have one in the centre of the launcher there. I don't unfortunately have those, but it doesn't really detract from the actual sort of mode itself in either mode, but obviously if I can try and pick them up at some point I will, just to complete them really. Pretty sort of like, as I say, sort of standard sort of car mode, Autobot logo and that on top. Underneath is of course Robot Gibble Heaven, a little bit there, you can see some. To transform is quite straightforward. First of all you want to get what is the launcher, but also like a dummy engine out of the front there, and as you can see you've got pegs either side which hold it in on the inside of the wings there, and you've got a little peg at the bottom there which is his hand grip for a weapons version of it. Now, to transform him, first of all, flip over the back section of the car, like so, and then you've got to flick that right round, like that, so that becomes the front of his legs, and as you can see, the top sort of air vents there on top of the car, become his toes. I will just angle the camera up a little bit just to give yourself a bit more room. At this stage as well, you've got to flip the front wings of the car down, like so, and then because the Autobot logo is upside down, what you do is you revolve what is the cockpit or the windscreen, however you want to put it, around that way so that it's upright, and then that instantly gives you his arms to the sides, but you've got to revolve that obviously without them being in the way. And then last but not least, in the back there, sort of hidden away, you just got to get your thumbnail and ping up his head, and that reveals his head mode, which is a little bit, if I bring that in, a little bit Optimus Prime-y looking. Quite nice. It's good light piping. That is actually almost showing up well enough without shining a torch, but it does obviously glow up nice and red, which is another good feature of these bots. As you can see closer in detail, yeah, he's got a bit of damage, a bit of wear, scratching, and some sticker wear, but that doesn't really detract from him too much. And as I said, you can peg in his weapon into his hand. Quite a bulky weapon, a bit like the Predator jets for their launchers, but a little bit more colour matched, which is quite nice on the Autobot cars. But yeah, that's him, pretty much done. A good figure, well worth picking these up. They are quite hard to come by complete with the launchers and the missiles, and that really does add to the costs if you're looking to pick any up. But well worth it. They're good little figures in their own right. They're a little bit kibble heavy, you know, obviously he's got the front of the car hanging off his shoulders there, but pretty sturdy, not likely to fall over, and you know, some good moulding detail there, even like in the weapon of the engine sort of mode of it as well. Some quite nice detail in there, so well worth a look if you're looking for some unusual bots to add to your collection from the early lines. And that's about it for him really. I hope you've enjoyed that review of Boss, and I shall see you again for another Transformers review.